As someone that covers, consolidates, it's just generally talks about the news for the last 15 years as my job, I am an appreciator of headlines. But I consider it an art. It's a way to drive interest, to evoke an emotional reaction, which is exactly what I had when someone linked me to a Reason article titled, "Most Americans Have Not Put on Pandemic Weight," actually, which Elizabeth Nolan Brown, I don't know why you woke up and chose violence today, but okay. But also, once you get past that headline, you actually look into the research that it's talking about, it's a very interesting multi-tiered story that goes beyond just trying to shame people like myself for gaining 30 to 40 pounds. Right, so the survey at the center of this is from the APA, the American Psychological Association, and they found that slightly more than 6 in 10 US adults report undesired weight change since the start of the pandemic. Right, like your girlfriend in college, goes both ways, though more one way than the other. Finding that 42% of US adults reported undesired weight gain, 18% undesired weight loss, with the average gain and loss being 29 and 26 pounds. Also breaking down the results in different categories, age, race, gender. Also highlighting loss and gain if you're a parent or an essential worker. Though I do want to note, in places like the New York Times and separate articles have said this, kind of understanding the scope of this problem has been a challenge. Right, there have actually been a number of surveys out there, and the issue is that surveys that simply ask people about their weight, they're notoriously unreliable. Right, self-reporting not always accurate. I think anyone that's ever talked to a guy about their size, whether height or otherwise beforehand, and then they met, doesn't always match up. And, you know, here's the thing. There are other aspects of this story to talk about where they notice trends, like in the beginning of the pandemic, people were eating healthier but slowly became more sedentary. But for me personally, I think the goal of sharing this story is no matter who you are right now, know that what you're struggling with, especially if it has to do with your health and your weight, you are not alone. Please know this, and I said this from the beginning of the pandemic, and I'll say it again. In the beginning, it was mainly because people were like, "We're locked down, it's time for hustle." This has been a global, traumatic event. You in no way have needed to thrive over the past year. If you have, props to you, but really, as long as you survived, you have done good enough. This is a moment in time that I don't think I'm alone in saying this. I cannot wait for us to put behind us. It's a thing that we just discuss and talk about like it's something that happened, okay? So stop being hard on yourself, you idiot. A better tomorrow can start today. You are not alone in this, and you are not less than. You're experiencing it. Okay, I'm glad we had this chat. But that said, let's talk about the continued fallout and the updates around David Dobrik. Right, we've been talking about different aspects of this story for about a week now. One of the biggest, of course, was Insider publishing a huge report where you had a girl accusing a creator by the name of Dirty Dom of raping her while she was too drunk to consent back in 2018 when she was filming a video with the Vlog Squad. And if you're unfamiliar with the story, the lead up, a lot of the details, I'm going to link to our previous coverage down below. But where we last left things, we were talking about how David Dobrik was losing sponsors. We're also seeing even more today, with the likes of General Mills, HBO Max, Facebook, Audible, Bumble, Frank's Red Hot, and Honey all confirming to Insider that they have no plans to work with Dobrik in the future. We also saw what many consider David's biggest partnership, SeatGeek, following as well, reportedly saying to TubeFilter they are not currently working with David Dobrik or the Vlog Squad, nor do we have any future planned campaigns. And then easily the biggest update to this story is that late last night, David Dobrik uploaded a second apology video. I'm going to link to it in the description down below so you can watch it yourself, but some of the highlights here, one, he acknowledged that his initial video fell short. He also emphasized that in making this video, he did not want to discredit what the accuser said, nor what people like Trisha Paytas and the reporter who broke the story have been saying. Also in this video, talking about how the video that was filmed the night that the alleged rape happened should have never been shared, and that the situation should have never happened.
I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was by him. As was reported, the next day I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it. And what I understand now, and I didn't understand before,